Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Teen High Night. This is where we do a rewatch, most of the time for me, sometimes a first time watch, of a film that's main storyline revolves around either a teen, somebody in high school or a college, thus young adult, coming of age stories. Our first one is kind of special to me. It came out February 15th, 1985, 2 weeks after I got my driver's license. It was like the first movie that I actually drove out of town to go see. I grew up in a small town in Iowa, and it's called Vision Quest. And you see I'm wearing a Iowa sweatshirt because part of my teenage time, my dad wrestled at Waterloo West with Dan Gable, who's a legendary wrestler who was coach at Iowa at the time. And the University of Iowa Hawkeyes ended up winning 9 straight national titles, 26 straight Big Ten titles. They're kind of dominant. I went to some national finals and stuff. And Vision Quest stars Matthew Modine. And this was a pretty exciting time for Matthew Modine. He had 3 movies come out all within a couple of months of each other. Including Vision Quest, which was really his first starring role. But he was in a movie called Mrs. Soulful, where he played Mel Gibson's son. He was also in Birdie, which he co-starred with Nicolas Cage, and he talked about how Nicolas Cage came out, they were in New York City, and basically Nicolas Cage got surrounded by fans, and he just kind of slipped into oblivion. Nobody knew who he was at the time. But Vision Quest 1985, he plays a character, Louden Swain, who is on a mission. Shoot is the wrestler, and his coach thinks he's crazy, his father thinks he's crazy, all his teammates think he's crazy. He's gonna drop 2 weight classes because his personal vision quest is to take on Shoot. And Shoot, by the way, he was played by Frank Jasper, who in real life was a wrestler. In fact, I think it was junior high age, like 14, 15, he wrestled over in Europe and won a gold medal. But he had to drop 25 pounds because he was just too big to be in wrestling. Matthew Modine and his character Louden Swain, he had to drop about 25 pounds in a little over 2 weeks. So he was shedding weight and then keep it off for the 7 weeks when they were there filming. Matthew Modine came to Spokane, and there was like a legendary local wrestler that he worked with for 8 weeks leading up to the film, because they were like, you literally have to become a wrestler. We can't fake the wrestling. And Madonna will be singing at a nightclub, and she sings "Crazy for You," one of my favorite Madonna songs. No embarrassment about admitting that. And the interesting thing is, in England and Australia and some other countries, the movie came out a little later. Madonna was starting to blow up, and in those countries they changed the title of the film to "Crazy for You" instead of Vision Quest, which is named after the novel that came out in 1979 that was written by Terry Davis. One last note on Matthew Modine, it would be crazy. He wouldn't have another film come out for 2 years because he would be all in with Stanley Kubrick in the iconic Full Metal Jacket, where he plays Private Joker. I haven't seen it probably in about 10 years. I've seen it many times. They filmed this in Spokane, Washington. So let's start the film. Vision Quest, 1985. Well, you can already hear the jumping rope.
My name's Louden Swain, and last week I turned 18. I haven't done anything yet, so I made this deal with myself. This is the year I make my mark.
If you noticed, Forrest Whitaker was in the background, a young Forrest Whitaker.
As most of you know, once a week we have wrestle-offs for varsity position.
It is fair. Probably more fair than other sports.
Loudon, you're already number 1 at 190.
I know. I just want to wrestle off for 178.
What's this shit, man?
So you recognize Cooch. He played Jake on 16 Candles.
Stay in your own goddamn division. I ain't giving him my spot. How did you drop the weight?
Charles Hallahan's the coach. Great actor. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack like in 1992, 9 years later. Great character actor.
I'm gonna wrestle shoot this year, coach.
No one wants to wrestle shoot.
Shoot? Nobody wants to wrestle shoot. Louden, you're out of your mind.
Tell you the truth, I kind of worry about that.
All right, I'm gonna let you wrestle off against Cooch at 178, but if he kicks your butt, I want you to put those pounds right back on.
All the teammates are behind Cooch. And Matthew Modine must have just smelled very bad during this film. He's always wearing that astronaut suit, the sweatsuit to drop weight. Beautiful shot. You know, it's interesting. When this film came out, Breakfast Club was still out, and Breakfast Club was in the theaters, which I'd like to do. Teen High Night, another film underrated. Heaven Help Us. I'd like to do that film. I'd also like to do Mischief, which is underrated. That was in theaters at the time. And Beverly Hills Cop, not a Teen High Night, but a top film during that time with the release of Vision Quest. So I hadn't lived in Los Angeles. I lived in Minneapolis most of my adult life. And obviously cold here. We got skywalks all over the place. I was kind of surprised to see him in Spokane. As we said, directed by Harold Becker. Has anybody ever had a job where they had a locker? Looks pretty sharp in that. For a high school kid to be wearing that bow tie, the red maitre d' type of jacket.
Oh, did you make your big announcement yet?
I only told the coach. I told him I was down at 178. He kind of pulled me aside. Then I told him the whole story, more or less.
I really like the relationship between these two.
Did he shit?
Yeah, a little slightly.
This Cook's a good dude.
You're too much.
It's J.C. Quinn. I think I ever saw him in, besides this, was Barfly.
Hey, Elmo. Think I'm crazy? Pretty much have the feeling that's going to be the consensus on this.
This shoot character the terror they say he is?
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Well, in that case, this might be the sort of a move a reasonable man would want to avoid. Yeah, you could end up getting crippled.
I think so, huh?
I did room service for a couple of years. I think I was like 20. The craziest thing I had was
Just put it down.
Fleetwood Mac was doing a concert.
I'll sign that now.
What is that stuff?
Tai Chi.
See, stuff like that was fascinating before the internet. Who knew Tai Chi?
It's mainly a matter of getting the mind into the muscles. I use it a lot when I'm on the road. Helps me sleep like a baby. Let me show you how it's done, Louden. Step out.
Whoa, dude. Did
I think I got it now.
you see the way he was looking into him for an instant reaction?
Personally.
I thought he handled that pretty well, especially for a 17-year-old kid. It's gotta be the first time you've heard something like that. Always working out, Louden Swain. Vision Quest, baby. I've always liked Matthew Modine. It's pretty cool. Another favorite performance of mine is, oh, here comes Cooch. It's Shortcuts, Robert Altman film from the 90s. This is chilly.
Hey, Cooch.
You kicked the holy living shit out of me today, Swain.
Besides, you weren't at your best.
Only had the worst off day of my whole life. Shit, I couldn't beat you on my best day. You work there? In that hotel?
Yeah, I deliver room service.
Yeah? You gave pussy that way?
Not yet. The guy and I tried to grab my wad, though. Kind of actually grabbed it, if you want to know the truth.
What did you do?
I took off. I was a little freak. Nobody ever tried to do that before.
I'd probably keep it more quiet that I wanted to grab my joint.
Dropping all the way down to 68 on a take-on shoot.
Dude, his old father has to use a live wire to keep him from fucking the fireplace.
Yeah, I know about all that.
I love that line. His father needs a live wire to keep him from fucking the fireplace.
If I was you, man, I'd keep this thing a big secret.
There's young Forrest Whitaker. So I guess they ended up filming at three different Spokane high schools. My high school colors were red and black. We're the Indians. Still the Indians. Probably not too PC.
You're a real asshole, you know that?
Look at Big Tough Otto. He even walks like a...
What good is he gonna do the team?
I don't know, maybe no good at all.
If I didn't know the coach would fire my ass, I'd take you apart myself and save shoot to satisfaction, you punk. You piss me off.
Well, it isn't intentional.
It isn't intentional, Otto. Come on, go sit down. Everybody's got an Otto on the team. Sometimes it works with you if you got a pretty good team.
Animal.
That's Harold Sylvester. I love that guy. Great actor.
I gotta go to wrestling practice, man. Otherwise, I'd show you how to play the game.
Think maybe you're overextending yourself on the shoot challenge?
Well, sometimes you got to, remember? This is like one of them times.
So Harold Sylvester was wearing a Tulane sweatshirt. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame at Tulane about 10 years later. He was the first African-American to get a scholarship at Tulane, University of New Orleans.
Come on, you will. Come on. You're losing it, you will.
What happened to Cooch and his secret?
That was a great idea about keeping everything secret.
I still get to keep to myself.
You can bet he's gonna put this move on. It's a trademark over there, Columbia. Right, Cooch?
Yep.
Charles Heller's really rocking that snakelet.
Let's pair off now and practice countering this move.
You knew I was half Indian, huh?
And I had a session with the Everywhere Spirit.
And that's when it was revealed to me.
What am I reading?
Doing? You're on a vision quest, man.
Look, it's Cooch with the philosophy, the insight.
Just want to wrestle shoot, okay?
You knew what you were doing. You ripped me off. You sold me a lemon, asshole.
There she is, Linda Fiorentino. We need to revisit The Last Seduction, which she stars in, and should have been nominated for an Oscar if it wasn't for HBO's goof. It was an HBO film, and they aired it before it went into theaters, and it made her ineligible, where she definitely would have probably been nominated for Best Supporting Actress. She might have even won.
I don't mind a man making money. I just don't want him stealing it.
Ronnie Cox, who I've always liked as an actor, he was in Deliverance. I liked him in the later years of St. Elsewhere.
Getting a good eyeful?
Loud, why don't you take her down to Ferguson and buy her a hamburger? I'll take care of this meal in a minute.
Who the hell are you?
Louden Swain. My father, he was the one with the punch.
Louden Swain has probably his top 5 teenage character for me.
You're not from around here, are you?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey girl.
Well, I'm wearing a rubber suit. You see, I'm a wrestler. I'm trying to lose weight. There's this guy I got to wrestle
Hey, I
in
got
the suit.
it.
I smell great underneath this thing.
See, I'm just kind of naturally curious. I'm going to be a doctor up in outer space.
Good. You won't have to know a thing about me.
Great little song underneath.
So what'd they say?
I've looked for jobs before.
Yeah, it's the 80s. Everyone smokes.
Oh, great. You've been fired. She doesn't have any transportation or any place to stay or anything.
Now they got REO Speedwagon playing underneath. Nice.
Maybe we can ask her to stay with us.
This is a girl that's been around the block a few times, son. We don't know a thing about her.
She's from New Jersey. She's on her way to California.
Why?
Come on, it's a Christian thing to do.
Where we come from, people believe in helping each other.
See, Loudon's dad's a good man. I like Ronnie Cox.
Not much in the decor, are you?
Oh, I won those last year. I guess I was a natural first year, you know.
Very popular teen trope in the 80s. Another quest. Loudon's going to find himself infatuated with the new lady in town.
I got kinesthetic awareness. I always know where my body is in relation to...
Loud?
She fell asleep.
Come on, let's turn out the light, man.
Well, 11 o'clock, kid. Another day down the tubes and gone forever. 3. I wanted to become a doctor.
Well, that's the beauty of it. I can be, you know, like a doctor in outer space. If I get a wrestling scholarship.
Big dreams.
Well, there's always tomorrow, kid. That's my motto in life.
Hey, Cooch, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna pace you, don't you remember? Help you train for the monster. How could you forget something like that?
How about you give me a ride home on your bike, huh?
But I got a beautiful girl staying in my bedroom.
I know that.
Older girl.
All right?
A woman.
All right, but you run the risk of pissing off the spirits, man, which is not the thing to do.
You know, that's the one thing that I never really thought about when I watched this teenager. How did he get those red shoes? Because remember the guy that tried to grab his wad that did the Tai Chi in the hotel room? He said he had...
All right, a cup of coffee.
He said he had some rust issues. Uh-oh. Cooch is gonna get to see Karla. His head's gonna blow up.
How about some instant coffee, huh?
Yeah, man. Make it strong.
Oh, man. I don't drink coffee, period, but instant.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I thought maybe you were sleeping, because, like, you were sleeping when I went to work. Oh, Karla? Here's Cooch.
Cooch is like my white name. My Indian name's Swift Out. Half Indian on my mother's side. No shit.
Teenage boys try so hard to impress.
Good night, guys.
Night.
You mean, man. Now I know how you're losing that weight.
Have Spud?
Night.
Who's that girl?
She's a woman. Damn. I mean, I've heard 4, 4:30, 3:30. Oh, that takes some serious dedication to hop out of bed. There we go, Lunatic French. Yeah.
You like it like this?
Yeah, I love it like this.
Was she making breakfast? Nice.
Okay. You want to know why I'm going to San Francisco? I'm going to be an artist. Isn't that hilarious?
She's opening up.
Get something in your stomach first. It's cold out.
Well, it's just that I don't eat much is all.
Sit down.
She's like a mama. She's not gonna hear anything about it. Breakfast's the most important meal of the day.
Right under your own roof? Hey, Otto, it's true. Old Loudon's giving her the big one.
How's he giving her the big one? I'm not lending him my cock.
How about lending me your nose? I'll blow up the state of Montana.
Yeah, I'll give you something to blow, weirdo.
First, you gotta find it, airhead.
First time I heard Louden upset.
Hey, cool, Otto. Hey,
Oh, he went with the double leg. He's not gonna let go of that double leg.
Save it for the opponent, you guys.
He is the opponent,
I
coach.
said save it.
Save it for the opponent. He is the opponent, coach.
All right, let's break it up.
I think this is a big mistake, man.
This is one of my favorite scenes. He's going to see Shoot. This one's burned in the brain.
Why give yourself nightmares?
I already have nightmares. Hey, shoot! Shoot!
yeah?
I love his response with a log in his head. Yeah.
Do I know you?
Louden Swain, Thompson High.
Think you'll make a weight?
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Slowly turns the log so you can look up and see who it is.
Here, eat this, kid. You're looking too peaked.
Look at JC's looking after him.
I want you dropping dead on my kitchen floor.
You got the will to win, though. Don't forget that, Loudon.
I kind of missed old Kevin at 4:45 since he checked out. He was really weird, man.
He was weird? Christ, you should talk. Look at the way you're eating that hamburger. It's ridiculous. Pick the goddamn thing up and eat it like a man, for Christ's sakes, will ya?
I can't. I'm in love.
Oh, and Kevin at 4:45? Yo, maybe he'll come back and take you away from all this.
I forgot about the Kevin humor.
What the fuck is this?
You mean you don't recognize it? Thinking very seriously of becoming a gynecologist.
A cruise doctor in outer space? Man, you're flipping out.
That's another route. No.
Hello, Karla. I just was
Oh,
getting a
it's
shirt.
so cringe-worthy, embarrassing. You handled it well. Put on that goofy smile. Nice, getting a tie on. Showered, not wearing a sweatsuit.
Hey, you know how to work one of these things?
She's gonna offer you a scholarship.
Who?
The coach.
No, he just wants to meet us.
Have a good time, okay?
Okay.
There's Madonna. Oh yeah, I forgot she sings Gambler too. I guess the younger generation knows Matthew Modine from Stranger Things. I don't know how he's getting in the bar. We had dance clubs back then, but you know, they were non-alcoholic. There's no alcohol on the premises. There were in the parking lot though.
Hey, Loud.
Hey, Mr. Tanner.
Why am I surprised to see you here?
I don't know. I was here all last summer.
Mr. Tanner's another good guy.
You wanna dance?
Karla. Hey.
Oh, there she is, Karla.
Hi.
Karla, this is Mr. Tanner. I'm my English teacher.
How you doing?
Oh, Mr. Tanner's like.
Gene, please.
I had such a thing for Madonna in the 80s.
Not a half-bad dancer.
Looks a little stiff to me.
Thanks. Self-taught. You here alone?
No, I came with them.
They look like a couple of geeks.
Really?
Somebody's jealous.
Look, Karla, I don't think this is the kind of place for an artist to be.
Yeah, well, maybe tonight I'm just a chick. Thanks for the dance.
Somebody's jealous. He's showing his sophomoric juvenile age.
Panthers with 8 straight pins this year. Our defending state champion at 168 pounds, Brian Shute.
Oh, so Louden Scout and Shoot. That was an actual wrestling coach.
Notes on the Shoot McLean match.
Oh! You guys are terror! Look at Loudon's face. Shit, what did I get myself into? This Vision Quest stuff is not easy.
It is Margaret.
We read some Victorian age poetry in high school.
You mourn for. Does anybody understand a word of it?
Loudon's gonna come up with something smart.
What she's really sad about is that she's beginning to realize that she's gonna die someday too. But the thing is, she's already dying.
Is that a good thing to realize?
I don't know. Nobody likes to think about it. But if you don't, you might go through life thinking you got plenty of time.
Wise beyond his years.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight.
There she is. Daphne. Saninga. So gorgeous in Melrose Place. So young there.
I think I love you. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, what'd you do to him?
I think you're dehydrated. What's priapism?
Well, that's a disease of constant erection. I read about it in my rare diseases book.
Forgot about the constant erection.
Believe me, it's not funny. The girl in my dreams lives under my own roof. I see her every day, but she thinks I'm a kid.
Well, you were sniffing her underpants. You got jealous on the dance floor.
Immature, a dumb jock. All of which is more or less true. I'm dying, Mr. Tanner. Like that girl in the poem, only quicker. And with a heart on.
That's a pretty cool cut. So like, they used like 50 extras that were local wrestlers in Spokane. And 25 of them were in the wrestling camp for 8 weeks leading up to the filming. So I was a basketball player because my dad was big into wrestling, and I did it in 6th grade until I broke my collarbone.
Excellent. That's the way to finish it, bulldozer. Can I help you, young lady?
Oh, look who's stopped by practice.
What are you wasting your time with a faggot like Louden?
I heard you fainted.
I had kind of a temporary nitrogen imbalance, kind of a sodium depletion syndrome, and maybe some general lightheadedness. Maybe 1 or 2 other things.
Where you live or what?
She's a Jersey girl. Will you live or what?
What do you mean, stepbrother?
I want to see you in my office.
I'll see you later. At home.
Stepbrother.
Yeah, I don't want to be a stepbrother.
No good. You're at 6% body fat.
Just measure the body fat. Have you ever had that? Wrestling, that was a big thing back in the 80s.
Fellas told me you took a nosedive in the hallway. Now, I remember the first time you walked in here and asked me to let you wrestle. You still had hay in your hair. Well, this is your year, Loudon. You can be a state champion.
I just want to wrestle Shoot.
Fuck Shoot. Pardon my language.
I'm kind of committed to this, Coach.
Well, it's not your decision, Loudon. It's mine. And the answer is no.
No?
That's right.
Oh, the crab walk. Hated that.
You're on some kind of ego trip, man. That's your problem. You're not a team player, and you never was.
I got a bulletin for you, Otto. Wrestling is not a team sport.
Probably one of my favorite moments of the film.
Come on, Louden, you never gonna make it.
Yeah, you're never gonna make it.
People talking the way that you've been living.
Little Rick Springfield.
Come on, Louden. Go for it, babe.
You love those 80s, 90s movies. The villain changes to now he's cheering for Loudon. Otto's his biggest fan now.
All right, Loudon, you win. I never had a wrestler starve on me. Don't be the first.
Yeah. Man, you're gonna have some kind of rash the way he's sweating all the time.
I love you, Karla.
Good thing she's not home.
Aren't you gonna be late for school, son?
I'm working on my article for the school paper.
What part of the body are you taking on this time?
Clitoris.
Are you sure that's a proper subject for a school paper?
Pop, this is the 20th century.
Love you, Pop.
I'm speechless. You've broken new ground here, Louden. This is professional stuff.
It's almost she walked out of Square Pegs. It was a 80s TV series.
We're gonna make history here. What a blast to the First Amendment, huh?
Loudon's even making that a workout.
I loved your piece on the clitoris. I showed it to my mother.
Here comes the blood. I need a bass machine in my house. Just kidding, not that big.
Yeah, do me a favor. Walk home tonight like a normal person.
Eat the hamburger like a normal person and walk like one.
You gonna tell Coach? No, and if you tell him, I swear I'll kill you, man.
Yeah, we already know how Cooch keeps a secret.
Hey, man.
Oh, he sees Karla. Oh, dude, I forgot she's with Tanner. Oh, he said that. Oh. Now he's gonna give Tanner the cold shoulder. What's up?
Aren't you ever gonna talk to me again?
Do you care whether I do or not?
Look, just because I'm staying here, you want me to go? I'll go.
Do what you want.
But what the hell do you want from me?
Oh, wow.
Karen, why don't you fuck me, huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about the scene.
Don't you ever try that again! And I'm never gonna be with any foul-mouthed kid jock who thinks a stiff cock is the height of romance.
It's all right. I'm just low on iron.
Yeah, you ought to eat more spinach.
I'm sorry, okay?
You ain't got the balls to fight an old man. You're just like a goddamn mother. You goddamn punk!
Poor Cooch.
I ain't no fucking Indian. That's just shit I made up in my head.
Cooch letting the wall down.
Come on, man. Stop crying. I'm lousy with people who
Who's
cry.
crying? Fuck you if you think I'm crying. Come on, you guys, you're late.
It's kind of weird the bus picking him up in the middle of downtown.
Cooch, I wish I didn't see it, but I did. It's no biggie, man.
Louden to be a good friend to have some things revealed that you might be ashamed of. Yeah, choreographed and everything. Well, she showed up. Karla looks a lot different with that hat and stuff. She looks a little highfalutin.
Caution, green. Ball start. Okay, let's take a look. Coach?
The medical timeout called for Louden Swain.
Uh-oh. Can't wrestle with the bloody nose.
You don't want to sit this one out?
Go away, man. I'm killing this guy. Hold it right here.
Sorry, lad, you're gonna have to give this one up.
When?
It's over.
I'm way ahead of him.
Hey.
It's not fair. Hey.
You got a problem, man. You're a bleeder, and I like to see blood.
Yeah, how about your aunt?
Oh. You're a bleeder.
60 seconds on the mat, and you're dog meat.
Forget the mat.
Dog meat.
You won't ever be ready for me.
I'm ready for you now.
So what's holding you back?
Come on, you guys, knock it off.
I'm gonna let you sweat it, wimp.
Who the hell's that?
Shoot. Try to psych me out.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Hey, you can look at it another way. If Shoot didn't seem as a threat, he wouldn't drive across town to watch him wrestle.
You know, I think you got the Shoot guy worried. Why else would he be here?
Karla's psyched out.
Aren't you starving?
Yeah. But I'm used to it by now.
Got a little pie, coffee.
Do you have to go?
Louden. Your dad says you're going to get a wrestling scholarship. He says you've got a good future.
You know something? That's the first time you ever called me Louden. Tanner's a great guy, if you want to know the truth. You know, he could have played pro basketball. If I was a girl, I'd probably be making it for a guy like Tanner. I'm crazy about the guy myself, is what I'm trying to say.
You nearly finished?
Yeah, why?
I love that reaction. Matthew Modine just kills it in this movie. I wonder how many different days. I mean, that definitely was cloudy, not sunny. They filmed some of this B-Unit stuff.
Shoot does 200 of these things with his old man on his back.
Our wrestling team used to do those.
174.
Coach smiling.
Feel fine. It's gonna happen, Coach. It's bigger than both of us.
Some detergent. Watch.
God, he's become a bleeder. That's a problem.
Oh, God. Put your head back.
I think it's stopped now.
Dad's not gonna want him to cut weight.
Turn into a real bleeder, huh?
You've just been training too hard. Now, I want you to take this weekend off. Visit your grandpa. I've been worried about him anyway. I'd go myself, but I've got a job interview lined up.
I'll go with you. I get a kick out of old people.
Well,
Oh, hey, maybe we could go see Grandpa.
I could work out a little up there. And then there's always Monday.
True. Generally, Monday falls after Sunday. Oh, they took the truck.
Did you ever stop working out?
You want some tea?
You come prepared.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day some millionaire will get a fly. I'll pull over and change his tire, pour him some tea and honey, and pay my way through college.
And what it'll do is hit you on the head and you'll wake up with an asshole the size of the Lincoln Tunnel.
What a realist.
Well, that is funny.
You know, there's a nice thing about working out all the time. You have a lot of nocturnal emissions.
What, you mean like wet dreams?
It's a great way to wake up.
I know what turns me on?
If you don't mind.
Hands. Really big hands. There's a gas station up ahead.
Right there?
That's funny. Well, they're camping out, so Grandpa must really live far away. I thought he was just like in the woods, just outside town.
I don't know why it's so embarrassing for me. Is it so terrible for a guy my age to still be a virgin?
A virgin.
You know that sexual intercourse burns up 200 calories a shot, by the way?
That's one way to look at it. Getting laid counts for nothing.
Sure, if you're a girl. If you're a boy, it counts for just about everything.
Good night, Louden.
Night, Karla.
Never really been to Eastern Washington. I lived in Seattle for a couple years. There's Grandpa! Living his little shit.
I'd even feel like doing some wrestling.
Find yourself some Indian woman to wrestle with. All you do is beat me up.
Robert's Blossom is playing Grandpa. He was in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and the Stephen King movie, Christine. Oh, here we go.
What about Vision Quest? All the girls we make love with.
Name one.
You know, this is the only film I can really think of. They've used 3 songs: the Journey song, Lunatic Fringe, and Crazy for You, and they've gone back to them again and again. This is like the 3rd time we've heard Crazy for You, Lunatic Fringe 3 times. Interesting way to utilize music.
It really does make you hungry, doesn't it?
Okay, you're gonna have one more bite, all right? Hey, you're in training, remember?
I wonder what Dad would think of this.
I mean, I must have been crazy, you know, temporarily insane or something.
You're 2-3 days away.
Louden, you can't give up on it because of this. You never forgive yourself.
I was all right, wasn't I? I mean, I was okay.
Oh, they're both giddy. Giddy, 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 giddy. I don't know what the age gap's supposed to be between the 2 of them in the movie, but in real life, they were only a year apart in age, which I found funny. Look at this. Ooh, another round. It's a nice shot.
Did you just promise me something?
Great use of silhouette.
Anything, you know that.
Make the weight. And get on the mat with the shoot guy and see it through the way you always planned to.
Thank you.
For what?
Gotta make up with Mr. Tanner now.
For being a terrific teacher.
Hey, what can I say?
And not sticking it to Karla, like I thought you were.
That's probably not the way I'd phrase it.
See, I just want everybody to know how I feel, in case tomorrow night I end up getting mangled and paralyzed from my eyeballs down.
You know something, Louden? First time I'm starting to worry about that other guy.
I remember this drill. So it's fun until you get stepped on. Somebody got crushed on that shot. Another great song. No more words. Cooch has become a taxi. Oh, she cleared out. I think that made it easier for her to have that intimacy with Louden knowing that she was leaving. It's amazing how love can change the demeanor of a person. It's a home meet. Here come the boys. Here come Shoot. Hey, Shoot. Yeah. Hoover and Thompson.
Coach, where's Louden?
Where's Shoot? I mean, where's Louden?
I don't know, Coach. We'll be here.
Look at that mohawk he's got going. Man, he's sporting. That's a good angle to really show.
Yeah, Elmo, it's Loud. I was at the hotel. They told me you took the night off. Thought you was sick or something.
Of course I took a night off.
Wow.
Tell me. Is this the night you wrestle Shoot?
He's such a great guy. I like this. I love this character.
You took the night off for that?
Shave, got a haircut and everything.
They dock you for that.
Hey, kid, money ain't everything.
You know, it's not that big a deal, Elmo. I mean, it's 6 lousy minutes on the mat, if that.
Ever hear of Pele?
Yeah, he's a soccer player.
There's a room here one day. I'm watching a Mexican channel on TV. I don't know nothing about Pele. I'm watching what this guy can do with a ball on his feet. Kicks the ball in, upside down and backward. Pele gets excited and he rips off his jersey and starts running around the stadium, waving it around over his head. Everybody's screaming in Spanish. I'm here sitting alone in my room. I start crying. There's another human being, a species which I happen to belong to. Let me tell you, kid, it was pretty goddamn glorious. It ain't the 6 minutes. It's what happens in that 6 minutes.
Newt Rockney couldn't deliver a more inspirational speech.
Anyway, that's why I'm getting dressed up and giving up the night's pay for this function.
Love that scene.
Hoover, 101 pounder.
Ray Avery.
Step on a scale, please.
Hey, Coach.
Good.
Think he's gonna show?
Step on.
They'll show.
101 pounder.
Come on, Louden. Gotta make weigh in. Shoot.
Coach, we can't wait any longer for your 168 pounder.
This is a tough one, Ref.
5 more minutes, Ref.
You'll be getting a forfeit at 168.
Ryan, shoot.
Step on to accept your forfeit, please.
Uh-oh.
What's the hurry? Shoot, you afraid he might show?
Commands on mouth.
68 pounds even. Step off, please.
Cheap wins, shoot. Cheap wins.
If your man had any guts, he'd be here.
You had any good dude.
Wow.
This is him. This is our 168 Louden Swain.
Yeah.
Get him, Louden.
You're over, son. Step off, please. I'll double check the scale.
Damn.
Take off the t-shirt. Gotta bear all to make that vision quest.
Think light.
Love Cooch. Someone feeling heavy. Let's see, think light.
168 even.
Nice! Now you can eat up, maybe get some carbs.
All right, listen
Just
up,
drink some
fellas.
Gatorade. Okay, you're not a gymnast, you're a wrestler. Remember that, Forrest. Young Forrest Whitaker.
This is one special night. You know it, and I know it. Now let's go out there and make sure that Hoover High knows it.
Remember,
All right?
JC said it's what you do in those 6 minutes.
Nothing's ever gonna be the same again. You out there now. Not where, Cooch. We gotta go for all the answers. Vision quest, man.
It's red shoes.
You here alone? Good. I was afraid I'd see 20 bare-ass boys.
Just took off. You didn't even say goodbye.
Look, if I hadn't left like I did, you wouldn't even be here. You were ready to forget the whole thing.
What do you want me to say? Thank you?
I just think people ought to do what they set out to do. I just didn't know how to say goodbye. So goodbye.
Karla, I'd do it all again.
So would I.
There you go. Go lunatic French, baby.
Hey, Louden. Kick his ass.
Kick his ass. You're a warrior, Louden. Say something for the match. It's a cool shot. Little spotlight. Darkness. Warriors. Banner, you know, is made by one of the cheerleaders.
168 for Thompson High, Louden Swain. Okay, come on.
Grandpa's there. Got Grandpa. Got the friend you know is gonna be a girlfriend at some point, right? Karla's there, and Shoot is there.
Also for 168-pound weight class with 9 straight pins, Brian Shoot.
Wow, that's a lot of Hoover fans for being a home. Come on, for being a home match, really? I guess they travel to say Shoot. It's like women's basketball and Caitlin Clark. Another Iowa reference. It's out of bounds. No points. Keep that point. Get the escape. There you go. 4-1. Well, what's going to happen in those 6 minutes? You're down to 4. Mr. Tanner's rooting for you. Oh, wow. He almost got some back voice. What a reversal. Oh, no. Oh, Louden, you give it right back. Love the coach's cardigan. The guy, the extra on the right of Karla, Linda Fiorentino, is a little overzealous. Oh. Coach is not happy about this.
Okay, stay with it now. Stay with it.
JC's looking sharp, shaved. Got the sport coat. Lowered his ears. 1 period to go.
Red, your choice. Ready, let's talk.
Stress he didn't take the down. Get the 1-point escape. Oh. Elbow to the face. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nosebleed.
Coach, got a bloody nose here.
You're a bleeder. You called you a bleeder.
You're doing fantastic. Fantastic. You're beating Shoot. Jesus Christ, I'm shitting my pants. You're killing him. Shut up, Coach.
Coach. I'm shitting my pants.
You done everything you came here to do?
Not yet.
Then do it, boy.
Gonna have to pin him.
You got 27 seconds left. You're down 4 points. Forget your nose. Forget about everything. You gotta go out there and stick him.
If you get the escape, you get a takedown. You're still down 1. You're gonna need back points. Or a pin. Get your feet! Come on, Louden. We're slow motion, so I think we're still at 22, 21 seconds. Oh! Shoot's fighting. Coach is happy, everyone's happy. Except for that visiting team. Oh, he's got the cigarette in the mouth unlit. Cooch looks stunned. Like he actually did shit his pants. Carla's like, maybe I can't be an artist in whatever college he goes to. And freeze it.
I think a lot about those 6 minutes with Shoot and the time I spent with Karla that season. Cooch had it right. It was a vision quest. And I guess that's why we ought to love those people who deserve it like there's no tomorrow. Because when you get right down to it, there isn't.
I like that VO end. I don't know at what point they ended up, I don't know if that was in the original script or in post-production. They felt like they needed to button hook it. So, I'm curious what you thought if seeing Vision Quest for the first time, or how many times did you see Vision Quest? Is it one of your Vision Quest go-to movies? As I mentioned, everyone is pretty much good in this, but Matthew Modine was tremendous as Louden. Linda Fiorentino as Karla. Michael Schaffling, he would go on to do, he did 16 Candles, which came out just the year before Vision Quest. And then he did an episode of The Hitchhiker HBO series in '86. He was in Let's Get Harry. He was a longtime companion. Oh yeah, his Mermaids was where I saw him. The movie with Winona Ryder, Cher, and Kristen Ricci. And then he did Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, and then basically he moved to Pennsylvania, started a family. He's into carpentry. I read this a number of years ago, but the only thing it mentions that he also was U.S. Junior Wrestling team, won a gold medal at the year-end championship in Germany. Wow, so basically the guy who played Shoot and Cooch were both very, very good wrestlers. Mentioned I like Ronnie Cox. I thought he was great as Louden's dad. Harold Sylvester, great as Tannerman. And reminder, if you like basketball at all, definitely check out Inside Moves. Very underrated 1980 basketball movie. He's in that. I also thought Charles Hallahan was great. Now I was looking up Charles Hallahan because he was really good in it. Unfortunately, 1997 he died of a heart attack. It's just 54. But there were a couple things I saw him in. I remember he was in The Fan. I wasn't really crazy about that. That was the Stalker movie. What else was he in? Oh yeah, he was in Silkwood a couple years before Vision Quest. Yeah, he was also in Twilight Zone the movie. That's where I saw him. Played Ray in the segment Time Out. And I forgot he was in The Thing in 1982 in Norris. In fact, he said more people would come up to him for The Thing than any other part that he had. I wonder if Vision Quest was second. FYI, Letterboxd gave it a 3.3 out of 4. Just kind of reading a couple reviews I find interesting. One of them mentions the Journey song, Only the Young. Well, it popped up a few times throughout the movie, and every single time it did, I was jumping on the couch, fist pumps. What a fucking song, man. Honestly, I can't even tell you if the movie was any good. It was that fucking song, man. That song. F song again. Another F, we said it enough. Makes everything good. Louden Swain is the horniest movie teenager you've ever heard of. Another review wrote. Another one wrote, Matthew Modine is a stone cold weirdo in this, but he's also kind of hot. SMH. Another guy wrote, what a strange movie. One of the most casually existential pieces of media I've ever seen. Give it 3.5 stars. Another one gave it 3 stars, so Matthew Modine is very good here. And the on-point 80s power tune soundtrack rules. Small town Spokane High School wrestler Louden Swain just turned 18. Oh, so he turned 18. That makes sense. I kept saying 17. I mean, Karla probably, there's got that, you're walking a thin line with the senior in high school. Even though she could be more older than 22, 23. And as I said, in real life, they were 1 year apart. But, and Karla was a year older. She was 26. Hope you enjoyed Teen High Night. Look forward to seeing you next time.